The year is 1827, and pioneers are gathered on the banks of the Big Muddy River for muster, a mandatory meeting of the citizens' militia. Barbecued venison cooks over an open flame. Women sell metheglin, a mixture of water and honey, and all consume hard cider, while swapping yarn, art, and stories of trips down the river by flatboat and hard days at the salt mine. Just a decade earlier, Brownsville was incorporated here as the first county seat of Jackson County, and quickly became the third largest town in Illinois. And just a couple decades later, it will all but cease to exist.
Bye-bye.
And today, almost 200 years later, this once booming community has vanished completely. While the Big Muddy doesn't have much in the way of commerce now, in 1817 it was vital to trade for pioneers in the region. Operating flatboats down the river to New Orleans by way of the Mississippi was essential, so Brownsville, despite being difficult to get to and prone to flooding, grew to almost 500 inhabitants.
Yay!
It was officially incorporated that year after being gifted the land by Jack of all trades, Dr. Conrad Will, the father of Jackson County.
He did it!
Log cabins, a tavern, salt mines, and a 2-story courthouse allowed for this spot to be a hub for trade and commerce. Despite its mere 27-year run as a town, it was home to 4 state senators, 1 governor, 2 representatives, a speaker of the House, and lieutenant governor. One of such representatives being responsible for establishing free school in Illinois. The first, established in 1825, operated out of the Brownsville courthouse. With previous schools being obsolete due to the high cost of subscription school, the new legislation expanded education access throughout the state.
It's free! Why not?
Dr. Conrad Will died in 1835, and the community began to rapidly decline. And just 8 years later, during a heated push to move the county seat, the courthouse was burnt down, with essentially all of the historical records going with it.
You don't see that every day!
In 1843, the remaining residents loaded up and headed to Murphysboro, most taking the contents of their homes, as well as the materials for the structures with them, leaving all but nothing left where a booming Brownsville once stood.